Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. Today I'll be painting an orange rose and I'm just so excited because we'll be using I think 4 to 5 colors only that are not really difficult to get. So here are the colors that I'll be using for this yellow orange rose. So we have burnt sienna, orange of course, yellow, white, titanium white I mean, and tiny bit of black. I always use black. Some people advise not to use black, but if you're watching my tutorial, I suggest you use black. So I'm gonna sketch first the subject, and I'll be using an ordinary, like an old brush, just to show you how things are gonna go. So for the sketch, I'll be using my burnt sienna so that you can see it, like you can see the sketch visibly on the canvas paper. So I'm gonna sketch. We're gonna be painting a huge flower, and my sketch will be quite raw because I don't know, I feel like I should be a little loose sometimes. I'm actually loose when it comes to my sketches. I don't really focus too much on tight detailing just yet. Okay. So again, I will be painting quite huge flower. So the inside of the flower, we'll go into more detailing later. For now, yeah, just like that. Okay, just like that. This is just a sketch, just to show you where the petals are gonna go. So as you can see here, it's quite like leaning towards the lower right portion of my canvas paper because it gives that dramatic effect. I like the composition. It's not the composition, I like the positioning. I don't want to call it composition because we're only using one subject anyway. So basically this will be the shape of this rose, yellow orange rose. So I'm still gonna use my burnt sienna, but I'll be changing my brush. I'll be using a wider brush just to get more coverage quickly, okay, and more softly. Soft blending if I use wider brush. So I'll be getting again my burnt sienna, mix it with orange. Okay, this will serve as the underpainting. I'll be adding a little bit of black because, as I told you, I always use black when it comes to my paintings. So I'll be using this color to underpaint some areas. Actually, I need more black. So I'm just combining burnt sienna, orange, and black for the underpainting. Alright, and I'm gonna go and proceed with some details already for this petal so that I do it step by step, like piece by piece. I don't want to jump from one place to another anymore. I'm gonna try to minimize that. Alright, so I'm gonna wash my brush, get my yellow. Okay, I'm gonna use this right here on or along the edge. I'm gonna get my orange just to get a combination of everything. Okay, and right here. Alright, just like that. Okay, so it's like underpainting it, but also trying to start the detailing portion. I'm gonna brush down like towards the lower part. I'm gonna get again my burnt sienna. I'm gonna use that right here in the middle. Get my orange. So it's like gradient among burnt sienna, yellow, and burnt sienna, orange, and yellow. Okay, I'm gonna use another brush. I'm gonna get my yellow. And I'm gonna apply it on the edge. I know that the colors will still mix, but still, we want to make sure that the most dominant color up here is yellow. And of course, I cannot just use my brush. I need to use my fingers. It's still wet, so I'm gonna allow this first to dry. I know that I said I'm gonna minimize going back to a certain position, but at least we've already done the layering for this part. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, we'll be using the same yellow color. We'll be using yellow right here because it's receiving more light up here. The petal that goes right here receives more light, so we're adding more light colors. We'll start with yellow. Just apply yellow first, because as we go down, okay, it's gonna look more dark. Okay, now I want you to grab your orange and apply some orangey color just below that yellow. Try to blend as well. And more orangey color right here. Okay. More yellow. Okay, and then orange and brown right here. I'm gonna add tiny bit of black. I don't want it to be super orangey because it's not receiving light. Well, it's not receiving that much light. So let's give that suggestion by adding more dark colors down here. Again, we will definitely highlight everything. We're just trying now to get the shades. All right, good. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my burnt sienna plus black. We're going to outline the petal so that it becomes separated from the back petal. So we're gonna use, we're gonna use this brown-black combination. Oops, that's too dark. All right. Just to outline it. Okay. We will be softening and lightening some colors later. For now, let's just allow it to be like that. I'm gonna get my yellow and start blending. Yellow orange. Okay. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I want to get just yellow. I'm gonna pull down. Okay, just like that. Yellow. All right, and again, using yellow, I'm just gonna go and, okay, I'm gonna add white to my yellow because yellow paint tends to be more translucent or transparent. So we want to add white to prevent that from being translucent, to make it more pastel-y. And definitely I'll be adding layers of that yellow because it's still transparent. So I'm gonna use this color all the way down here. Just like that. I'm gonna dab onto my orange and brown. I'm gonna mix that color and try to make some blending going on right here. Alright, and same orangey brown color going on right here. Add more brown as you go down. Okay, I'm gonna add water. Okay, I'm gonna get my brown and again black. Make some dark markings. Okay. And just like what we did earlier, I'm gonna make some outline. just like that. I'm gonna color this area with some orangey brown. We're still in the underpainting stage, so don't worry too much if it's not making any sense to you right now. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get my yellow plus white. The purpose of yellow is to give the color yellow a more pastel-y effect because of its translucence or transparency. So I'm painting over the sketch lines as well because we don't want too much of that sketch line. Okay, I'm gonna get my orange now and try to blend with the yellow. Orange as well is quite transparent, as you can see. We're having a hard time painting over that area. So I want you to layer, just keep on layering. It will be gone if you keep on layering. I'm gonna get brown just to darken it. Alright, I'm gonna get my orange plus brown and black. Okay, I'm gonna get my yellow, try to blend. Right, just like that. Okay, and then we move to this part. Just apply yellow. Of course, the presence of orange would be nice, so don't wash your brush out. Okay, this is a little bit orangey. I think I grabbed a lot of orange. Anyway, I'm just gonna pull down. Apply it right here. Okay, I'm gonna add brown. The rule here is as you go near the center, you go darker with your colors. As you go outside, you go lighter. But remember again, this is just the initial stages. These are just the initial stages of what we are supposed to have. So don't worry just yet. We're not yet done. I'm gonna use brownie color. I'm gonna add more orange, yellow. Right here. And then more yellow. Right, just like that. I'm also waiting for the paint to dry so that I can actually apply a lot of details without mixing the color with the wet paint. Let's just proceed with underpainting first. Right, I'm gonna do some back petals. So I'll be using a little bit of brownie and black colors. It's in the back, so should not be really prioritized. Meaning as to viewing it, that's not the real focus. I'm gonna get my yellow again, but I'll be adding white because it's in the back. It should appear as if it's disappearing in the background. Some yellow. And then orange again and brown. And pull down. We're almost done underpainting it. The thing is, we're painting individually, like each petal must be focused on individually and separately. Okay, this is the underpainting stage. Don't worry too much. And I'm just gonna brown or orange this part. Okay, I'm gonna use a different brush. Gonna get my yellow just to show you how things are gonna go. It's still wet, but I want to show you how things are gonna go. I'm just gonna yellow it once more. Okay, I think this is already dry. I'm gonna apply some yellow color. And I'm using pure yellow because I kind of like the transparency of that yellow. We're not making that yellow quite pastel-y this time. I'm just darkening that area. I have a runny nose, to be honest. That's why I sound a little like stuffy. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply some dark brown colors just along this area, outlining it, separating it from the other petals, just like that. Very subtle line. Also right here. Okay, I'm getting my orange. Yellow orange. Right here. Okay. Just like that. And then, yeah, this area is also dry now. So we can relayer it. Just highlighting the upper portion of the petal. Okay, just like that. Okay. We will be layering a lot today. So I'll be mixing some light yellow. Right here, highlighting this petal right here, all the way down. Also, this part will be brighter. Right. Just like that. And then I'm gonna make some highlights as well. on the petals. So sometimes I'll be using pure yellow, sometimes I'll be using yellow orange for the highlights. Okay, this time I'll be adding I'll be making the separation line. We want to make sure that each petal is separated from the others. That. Just darkening the lower portion. I keep layering this side because my canvas paper is quite absorbent. That's why. You know, if yours is not that absorbent, yeah, you can simply move on to other parts of the flower. I'll be adding some tiny hints of yellow orange here and there. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna darken this area. With some dark orange. Also here. I need to change my brush. I need a wider brush. Not super wide, just not pointy. Oh, why did I get some white right here? I don't know why. I just got some white paints. Anyway, I'm gonna get my yellow plus white. Let's go back to the back and apply some yellowy colors. Just like that. Some highlights. Okay. Some yellow highlights right here. Okay. Some orange right there. And some brownie colors. I'm also relayering because again, my canvas paper is quite absorbent, so I need to relayer to cover those areas that are still like canvasy. I call it canvasy because you can still see the texture of the canvas. I'm gonna get yellow and white. Just darkening with some dark browns right here. And lightening it with some orange. Let's proceed to doing the remaining parts of the flower. I'm just mixing yellow and brown. Okay, like that. And then I'm gonna make it more yellow right here. Then a little bit of browns. Some more yellows. Okay. A little bit of orange. And then some browns. And we're going to make the inner portion quite dark. So I'm adding browny orange right there. Okay, just color everything orange, the remaining areas. We'll just highlight later. Right. Okay, everything is blocked already. Now let's move on to detailing it, because I know that it's completely blocked, but it's not yet detailed. I'm gonna get my yellow. Let's start from here. Okay, I'm just lightening this portion. And then I'm gonna soften this part. Here, I'm just gonna use some yellows, Since my yellow is again translucent or transparent, it helps add some like glazing it. Right, just like that. Adding some more yellow. By glazing it with yellow, we make the picture one. Okay, I'm gonna apply yellow right here. Also right here. Also right here. I'm using pure yellow. I'm not adding white to that, so that you know, I get the glazing effect, softening the petals. Okay, I'm just using pure yellow. Okay, now I'm gonna apply more yellow. Again, just use pure yellow. Take advantage of that transparency. Try to soften. I'm gonna get some brown. Let's go. Just outline it. I'm gonna add a little bit of browns on the petal, making it or giving it more shadow. Okay. Some highlights. I'm just mixing yellow and white. So using some orange, we're gonna do some blending. Orange is also quite transparent, so that's nice because we can actually apply a lot of orange without painting over the painting. Right. I'll be applying more orange right here. Trying to make some separation line. I must say that this is like a lot of layering, but since we're doing a one subject type of painting, meaning we're really focused on just one subject, it's alright. So I'm gonna make some brown outline just under this petal. Okay, let me check from the camera's point of view. All right. Okay, we're getting there. We are almost an hour, but I'm feeling good about this. So I'll be using a bigger brush just to, slap some paint on my canvas paper quite smoothly, because if we use a very thin or very pointy brush, you only get to cover tiny space in one stroke. So by using wider brush, you get to paint it with wider and softer brush strokes. So for this, I'm gonna wet my brush, my big fluffy brush. I'm gonna get my orange and yellow. I'm just gonna make some yellow orange color. We'll be glazing. If you've guessed it already, we'll be glazing. So I'll be adding water to that. I'll be using this to glaze over the flower painting, and do this carefully so that you don't mess up. I'm just gonna paint it like that. And as you can see, I painted diagonally, touching the separation lines. Okay, I really want this picture to be one and whole. I don't want it to be like separate lines. I don't want it to appear like separate lines. I want to give it softer look, right? And then I'll be going back to this again to do some highlighting. So yeah, that's the effect that I just did. I'm gonna get my brush. I'm gonna get my white. Okay. And I'm gonna go back to certain areas. While the glaze is still wet, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm just gonna sorry about the noise, guys. Right. I'm using white. But since the paint's still wet, the colors mix. Okay. I'll be using some yellows. Like that. It's so noisy again. I'm so sorry. It's Sunday and it's noisy. Come on. Okay, some highlights. Some yellows. So I'm going to outline the back petal because I want it to be a little more visible. Just a very subtle outline. You don't want to do cartoonish outline. Okay, and I want to clean as well, because there are some areas that are way outside the sketch lines. So in order to fix that, I'm just using white to paint over those excess lines. More highlights. Okay, I'm gonna use my fan brush. I'm gonna get my yellow, pure yellow. And I'm just gonna drag the fan brush all the way down. So that I also create that lovely patterns. Oops. Okay, I want you to listen to the music. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm just using, okay. Wow. What a perfect way to film a tutorial. Perfect time. So I'm just dragging some yellow down. Okay, just like that. To give it some depth as well. And then some orange, just like that. Okay. I'm using a little bit of black just to keep this portion dark. Just like that. I'm gonna get my white. So I'm just softening some areas because I feel like it's too dark. A little bit of outline. And then some markings. Oops, that's too black. We don't want super black. I'm gonna erase that. It's super black. Right. But we want some dark markings, okay? Okay. Right, let me check. Okay. I will definitely remove some, like too much brown or black. Right. So I'm gonna paint over those too much browny color. Lightening it a bit. Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna get my white. I wanna lighten this part. Okay, the back petal. Should not be too visible. I'm using white just to cover some dark portion. Just like that. Also here. Just lightening it. Let me check. Perfect. Okay, good. So again, I want to remove like too much darkness. So I'm thinning the sketch lines. I'm gonna use my yellow. We're almost done. I'm gonna use my yellow. Just to glaze on top, alright? Only on this portion. We don't want to use this color on the bottom. Just here, around this area, to give it more light. And also I'll be using some white. I'll be very careful with this one. It's a very, very subtle light play. Alright, let me check. Okay, good. Okay. Lightening the back pedal, applying white. Good. Also, I'm gonna thin the sketch line right here. Okay, I think I have to sign this now. This looks nice already. So I'm gonna sign, I think right here. I'm gonna use my black to sign it. Okay, we're done, guys. We're done. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you do this one as well. If you're painting along with me, let me know in the comment section below, or just post it on, be a member of my painting group. That painting group is exclusive for paintings that are made following my tutorials. So if you're painting along with me, or if you've been painting along with me but you don't know how to post them online or to let me know that you painted along with me, you can post them on that group, but you have to be a member first. I have to approve the membership, and then yeah, you can post away. All right, so see you in my next video. Bye guys. Love you.